Welcome back to my channel. So today I will be talking about the step-by-step guide on how to start this rental business. I would love to answer the comments that I had received this week from the Filipino kung saan they wanted to start the step-by-step, and so here's your request. For this video, I will be speaking Taglish. That is because we wanted to help the Filipino community to know how to start this process easily. Pen and paper ready, and let's start. Number 1, if you are looking to start this business, there are 5 things that you would need to remember. Let's start with location. Depending on the location that you are choosing, most tenants would want to stay nearby the metro. Gaano man kaganda yung apartment nyo, if it's like 10 minutes walk, mahirap siyang ma-confirm. First thing that you would have to remember is how many minutes it's walk to the metro. During summer, this is very important for the tenants. They're always finding something that's 1 minute from the metro station. So I would advise that find something. There's a lot of apartments that you can find in Dubizel. Find something that's nearby the metro. Second will be your market research. So what is the type of apartment that you wanted to cater? Will be for couple, will be for one person only, or it will be for Filipino client or mixed apartment. On our experience, we're catering more mixed tenants. Why? It's because our market is only for one person per partition. The reason why is because when I started this business 4 years ago, I got out from my accommodation. I found that some of the apartments, they really doesn't care. They have, let's say, 20 people in each flat with parties every weekend. And for me, working on a different shift, I don't have weekend off. So, dun ko nakita na it's important if there is like one owner who would actually going to prioritize those people na may ibang shift na trabaho, or those tenants na gusto lang ng quiet and peace. So we're catering mixed tenants. Most of our tenants pays like the solo rate of Filipino, 1,500 for each partition, and that's what our market is. So for you, you have to ask as well, how much profit do I want to make from this apartment? Are you the type of person na gusto ko malaking pera? Meaning to say, pag gusto nyo ng malaking profit, maraming tenant ang kaakibat nun. And then, pag marami kang tenant, marami ding stress and marami ding maintenance. So, you have to think thoroughly this step. Second will be, your financing budget is very important kasi dun mag-start lahat. If I'm gonna tell you right now, directly, honest answer, how much amount do I need to prepare? One person is asking that question from me, and I told him 60,000. For other people, they will think that it's too much, but maybe 4 years ago, nung nag-start ako, real estate doesn't have a lot of fees involved. But now, because they knew that this business create an income stream for the ones doing it, so they have a different charges for that. So let's just do an example, okay? So let's say you have found an apartment that costs 120,000. 120,000, you do 2 checks. So that's 20,000 every 2 checks, right? And then the owner or the real estate will ask you 5% commission and 5% deposit. That's 12,000. After that, at the present moment, agents will ask you now the what's so-called agent fee. Agent fee is because he is responsible of finding you an apartment that allowed sharing. It's hard to find a sharing building as of this moment, especially in Riga. That is because a lot of real estate have gone over and flocked over to this area, doing their own business. Like there was one building recently sa Riga na nabuksan, and then when we're about to ask if there is an empty apartment, there's nothing. Because one Bangladesh have taken over that building, open a real estate, and then he's the one who's starting to do the business. So this is what I'm saying. It's so hard to find, so the real estate, the agent would actually going to charge you high cost just for them to find you an actual sharing building. So let's just say 5,000 that he charged. And then the real estate will come to know, okay, you're doing partition. So they will be having another charge for doing that partition. That could range from 10,000 to 7,000 to 15,000. Like for us, we actually had this increase, or we had this renewal, and the real estate charged us 15,000 just renewing one apartment. That is the charges for what we are doing. So all in all, if you have a calculator with you, it's not yet included the partition. So let's just say that the partition costs 1,300 per door. Pag sinabing 1,300 per door, that is the gypsum board, the actual room itself with ducting, socket, yun yung partition. Depende pa yun sa rates kung magpapagawa kayo ng loft. Because some clients want loft because they can maximize the space. That's a different rate for the one who's doing the partition. So let's just say 1,300. Total, so let's just say roughly you have 8,000 to spend. Beds, mattress. You would not turn over the unit to your clients that doesn't have decoration. Now with high market, with high competition, there's a lot of people doing it. So most of them are even putting chandelier on their lighting just to attract clients. So let's just say a total of 68,000 for one apartment that is ready, 10 partitions inside. You have to take note 2 months just to market those rooms, because there's a lot of things that a tenant would say yes to your offer. First is their budget. Second is the proximity of your apartment sa metro. And then third will be the look of your apartment. So it's important that you would do the decoration, give a homey feel vibe. That way, it will be an easy shot for your tenant. When finding a real estate, you have to make sure that that real estate is offering a sharing building. In Dubai, meron dalawang klase ng building, right? There is family building and there is sharing building. So the sharing flat building, they will tell you that, okay, it's allowed partition here, there's allowed to do partition up to ceiling. You have to clarify these things. Why? It's because if they found out that you're doing this and they don't have an approval, they can ask you to vacate the apartment and remove lahat ng mga pinagawa nyo doon. So it's gonna be a huge waste of money. There are real estate that will tell you that it's going to be discreet. Don't take that risk. And minsan may mga flat pa na hindi allowed ang partition doon, pero magbibigay ka ng pera sa natur, which is the watchman. You will give payment to them, so they will allow you to bring all of your items and do your work. Don't take that risk. Find the real estate that would really clear black and white. I want to do this, and they will give you and showing on the contract. Okay, so that will be your at least assurance that it's proper to do that rental business. Then we'll go for the renters. Prepare the apartment for the renters. It's not like you just open an apartment and then you posted them and inviting for viewing. You have to make sure that there is a proper feel to that apartment. When I started this, I have seen a lot of photos, siguro sa Facebook, with an empty room and then partition, yun na yung ino-offer nila. And for me as a client at the other side, I said that if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this perfectly, at least with a different vibe. So that moment I had thought about putting decoration, putting wallpapers, and it made a success. The feel and theme, it connects to tenants. Especially if I'm doing the viewing, I'm lighting candles from IKEA, and it's not as expensive, but the vibe is there. The homey feel vibe is there. And there was one tenant na sabi pa niya na, how much to rent your bathroom? Kasi yung bathroom nun, napakaganda niya. I was living on that flat. My main target was to save my rent. And because I'm a starter, I did that strategy. Not just to, I have this money and I will put it out to get the apartment. No, I chose to live on that apartment, so I would say to myself na, okay, dito naman ako nakatira, at least I can make it really beautiful. And then, of course, extending that desire and passion, beautifying the home to my tenants, which is going to be good relationship with them. So next will be marketing your apartment. Once you already set up the apartment, you have to count 2 months for you to make the flat full. Where you would market them. So a lot of owners are actually posting on Facebook that they're looking for an agent. Why they're looking for an agent? Because it's so hard to do this kind of work. It takes effort to post, to share, to comment, to send message to the client, to explain. This really takes time. But my suggestion, if you are an owner and you're doing this first time, do it personally. Find the client, speak to the tenants, do your viewing, because it's going to be your long-term cash flow. You have to ask them questions that you knew that they can pay. Siguro for me, I am asking the history of how long they've been working in Dubai. Where do they work? I literally asked that. And why they're leaving their previous flat. Because from there I can see, okay, they left the flat because there is something like this, there is something like this. And you can learn a bit of your tenants, which is very important for doing your business. Managing the property. If you're doing this as a start, it has ups and downs. Not only up because you're getting an income stream. Management and maintaining your property is essential in maintaining your business. I will be doing a different video into this, digging on how important it is on running a rental business. Management is essential because kapag nag-start ka na ng flat, maraming pwedeng masira. Bidet, shower head, it could be leaking, AC could be broke down. And minsan yung mga real estate, they will not have the urgency to respond to fix this problem. So you have to be ready that you have enough cash to cover that if they don't cover it because kailangan nyo talaga siyang gastusan. For us, we have a building that takes time to bring AC technician. So what we do, we call our guy, we do our fixing, and then we ask them to reimburse those amounts. If you're having a really good communication with your real estate, then real estate can say yes to that and they can reimburse that from your rent. So that needs to be remembered and perfected well. Management is important. Scaling your apartment. So you are here thinking about how can I start this business. You are here, what is your goal? What is your dream? When I was working, I had a thought that I wanted to get into this rental, but how much profit do I wanted to make in one apartment? How many people do I wanted to have? And what is the vibe that I wanted to have? All of these are just in my head before I actually start. So get a pen and paper, list all those questions, write it down. What do you want to achieve? Do you want to achieve one apartment only, or you wanted to do this as an income? That means you wanted to scale your portfolio. I suggest to start by one, and if you are renting right now, get an apartment where you can live so you can get free rent. At the same time, if there is no tenant, at least you knew to yourself, okay, I'm here, I'm living here. There is no loss. You get what I mean? So I suggest get one, learn the lesson that comes with it, because if you're already living with your tenants, you will get to know, okay, this breaks down, I need to fix this. And there are some tenants that, okay, these tenants are fighting and you can hear them. So you knew what is going on inside the apartment. You know the personality of the tenants. So once you feel that you're comfortable with the managing of the property, the rental market, marketing of the partition, if it gets empty, if you feel comfortable with that idea, then it's time for you to scale. You can get now your next apartment. So what you do is just to keep all your profit and then just take on another apartment and just repeat. That's how this business can grow. Of course, it comes with good management, good strategy, and good marketing as well, personal relationship with your tenants. And that's very important, not just by you as an owner. Kuha lang na kuha kayo ng rent, pero hindi kayo yung tipo ng, okay, this tenant cannot pay. Let's say there's one tenant that had hardship, or one tenant had lost their mom. They will be asking you, can I get a discount? And for us, that happens a lot. And for me, running this rental, I do give discounts to people. And I can remember that we never increase every year unless it's really needed. So get those values at least. And once you feel comfortable that you can do that, then it's time for you to scale. And I hope this video resonates with you and it gives you knowledge and value. At the same time, it helps you to prepare, gaining your momentum to take that first step on starting the rental business. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and notification bell for you to receive more content like this. I'll be speaking more in the future about types of real estate and the ups and downs and the things that I have gone through para magkaroon din kayo ng idea. Okay, kaya ko ba talaga to? Kasi may mga ganito palang stress. So, I will be speaking the stress part as well of the business. So, enable for you to see the reality of what this business is. Thank you and have a good day. Good luck to your journey.